Hi, I'm Emily of Emily's Line Fitness, and welcome to day 7 of your Move Strong 25 program, building strength at home in just 25 minutes a day. Day 7 today is going to be all about the upper body. We have an upper body pull workout. So we're going to be targeting your back and your biceps. And today's workout is going to be in a little bit of a different structure. We're going to be working on supersets. So that means that we're going to do the exact same exercise 2 times in a row, and then we'll move on. So what can you expect? We're gonna have 5 circuits today, again, targeting the back and the biceps. We have that one exercise that we're gonna do 2 times through, 45 seconds per exercise. And then we're gonna close out the circuit with a power move. Power is all about using that strength, but trying to move a little bit faster. So we're also gonna get a little cardio bump as well. And then we're gonna finish out today's workout with a burnout challenge, all right? I'll tell you more about it when we get there. But first things first, what do you need for the workout? We're going to use some hand weights, of course. I have a light, a medium, and a heavy set. We're gonna see how we go. And then I also have a mat. You just want something that you can come down onto, as well as a water, towel, etc. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Super pumped for this warm-up today. Nice and simple. We're gonna begin with some arm flaps. So standing with your feet hip-width apart, just start to flap your arms. Nothing easier, nothing simpler than an arm flap. Let's just get those shoulders nice and warm. Get those shoulders moving. Very good. All right, we're gonna keep on going with these arm flaps, but we're gonna take them into an X shape. So one arm is gonna go up on the diagonal, and then the opposite arm is gonna go up on the diagonal. You don't need to worry about looking good, being coordinated. This is gonna be nice and open, nice and fluid movement. Last 4. Last 3, we're gonna find a hinge in 2. Last 1. Now, as we're working the back today, we're gonna be in a hinge position quite a bit. So we're gonna find that nice strong hinge, feet again hip width apart parallel, draw your abdominals up and in, soften your knees, and now send your hips back, lean your torso forward. Good, spine is nice and long. Think of yourself as an arrow shooting out from your tailbone to the crown of your head. Reach the arms down, and once again, go for those arm flaps. Perfect, keep flapping just like that. And now we're gonna go for those X flaps in this new position. So one arm goes on the diagonal overhead, one arm goes on the diagonal down below. Last 4, we're gonna stay in the flap. In 3, we're gonna practice some moves. 2, last one, staying here. Go ahead and reach those arms on that low diagonal. We're gonna go for a row, pulling the elbows back towards your outer hip pockets, extend the arms, and then reach your arms out to a T in this reverse fly. 1 row, 1 fly. You're gonna see lots of rows today. You're gonna see lots of flies today. So we'll practice it first here without weights before we add in that little intensity. Last 5, last 4, nice, 3, 2, you can come all the way up to stand, walk to one side of your mat. Once you're there, roll yourself down towards the floor and then walk out, find your plank position. Good, from there, we're gonna walk right on back and come up to stand, just building a little bit more heat and mobilizing your spine. Coming all the way up, rolling down, walking out. Let's go for one more and we'll meet in that plank position. Good, meet me in your plank position, shoulders stacked over your wrists. Widen your legs wider than your hips. And now we're gonna go for a row in this plank. So pull your elbow to the outside of the hip, press the mat. Outside of the hip, touch the mat. You can do the same thing on your knees. Again, you're gonna see very similar exercises in the routine, so we're just practicing here. Give me 1 more per arm. Very nice, and now you can drop to your knees, and we're gonna go for a bird dog fly. So first step is I want you to extend your right leg back, lift it up, and then lengthen that left arm underneath your belly button. We exhale, reach the left arm to the side, and then lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. 2 more. Lift, and then we'll switch sides. Last one this side, right knee down, left leg out, right hand goes underneath your belly button, and then exhale, pull and lower. 3 more. Lift. Good, lift. Last one. From there, you can drop your knees down, and we'll just take it to a cat-cow here. Inhaling, arch the back. Exhaling, round. 1 more inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Find your neutral spine, tuck your toes under, lift your hips, and walk yourself back all the way up to stand. All right, so we're feeling nice and warm here. We're gonna get started with that circuit one. Circuit one is gonna be all about your back. So I would grab a heavier set of dumbbells overall. For me, I'm going for my mediums, and we're gonna go for a rotational row. So find your hinge position, and then reach your arms down at the low diagonal, palms face in. As you row, you're gonna rotate your palms forward, elbows pull outside of your rib cage, and then as you stretch your arms, you rotate your palms once again to face in. All right, you ready? We're gonna get started in 5. In 4, draw those shoulders back. 3, 2, go ahead and hinge your torso forward, reach those arms long. Exhale, we pull. Inhale, we stretch. 45 seconds. There we go. If you're feeling your lower back, try to bring your weights a little bit closer to your thighs when you extend your arms. So instead of extending your arms forward, really just think of dropping them down towards the floor or towards the mat beneath you. There we go. All right, starting off nice and strong here with this upper body workout, hitting that back, and also getting a little bit of biceps because of the rotational curl. Palms face forward means we get a little bit extra biceps. You got 10 seconds left, and then a 15-second recovery period. 3, 2, and release. All right, now you can stick with those same weights. If that felt a little bit easy, you can of course increase your weights. I'm gonna go up a little bit higher, challenge myself a little bit more here. We're still feeling fresh. We go in 4, 3, same move, 2, and 1, same exercise. Pull the elbows back and rotate. Nice. And now you maybe will feel in this hinge position that we're not just working your back, but we're also working your abdominals. So our abs here are firing to prevent our spine from rounding against all this load. So you don't have to necessarily be picking a workout that says abs in the title, and you're still gonna get some abs. 4, 3, last 2, ooh, last 1. All right, that is it for your rotational rows. Final exercise of circuit 1 is going to be your power move. We have 2 neutral rows to a clean. I would pick a little bit of a lighter set here. I'm gonna demonstrate the exercise before we kick it off. 2 rows, palms stay facing in. And then you're gonna press into your heels and bring those weights just to the heads of the shoulders. We're gonna go in 4, 30 seconds. 3, 2, here we go. 30 seconds of power. Try to pick up your pace here. There we go. Pressing into the heels. You're trying not to use the momentum from the upper body, but rather using that momentum from the lower body to swing those weights up towards your shoulders. There we go. You've got 5. Ooh, this is a great power move. 3, feeling strong. 2, and release. All right, that is circuit 1. We say goodbye for now to the back, and we're gonna focus in on your biceps. Your strength exercise is going to be a rotational curl. We'll start with the palms facing in. As you bicep curl, you'll flip the palms to face your chest, and then extend the arms, flip your palms to face back in, all right? We go 2 times, 45 seconds, and we're gonna kick it off in 10 seconds. I'm gonna take a quick sip. Quick sip, quick sip. 5 seconds, and then we go. I'm going medium-sized weights. 3, 2, here we go. 45 seconds. Ooh. Nice. Now I can imagine it can be kind of a challenging decision, which weights should I take? What you're looking for when you're picking weights is give it a try. And essentially the last 10 seconds of the exercise should be rather difficult, okay? So you should be kind of on the brink of failure at the end of 45 seconds. If you get to 45, you've got 10 seconds left. If you get to 45 and you're feeling amazing, you need to increase your weights. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, release. So that last 10 to 15 seconds, you should be really thinking to yourself, oh gosh, I don't know if I can really get to the end. That's how you know you're at the right weight load. We go in 5, second set, 4, same move, 3, 2, second set, same move. There we are. All right. And you may want to notice when you go for these bicep curls, if you have a tendency to bring your elbows behind your rib cage, that's going to put a little bit, let's say, undue pressure on your shoulder. It encourages some bad habits with our shoulders. So you want to try to keep your elbows to the side of you or even slightly ahead of your rib cage. 15 seconds. When I make that small change, really trying to keep my elbows to the side or in front of my rib cage, I feel my biceps way more. Last 5, and I'm ready to fail. 4, 3, 2, release. All right, you wanna have one lighter weight. That's what I can tell you. One lighter weight. I'm gonna drop down, in fact, to my lightest weight here. Our power move is going to be a jumping jack with a serve the platter. So holding your weight, one head in each hand. You're gonna hop the legs out, reach your arms forward, hop the legs in, pull the elbows in. All right? We go in 5. Let's just get into it. 4, 30 seconds on the clock. 3, 2, here we go. All right, and if you're like, ooh, jumping around, not so nice for me, you're gonna tap out. Still wonderful, still getting that heart rate up, still working on your pace. Broaden your chest. Think of spreading your collarbones to either side of the room. Oh yeah, these small changes make all the difference. 4, 3, 2, whew. Take your water, take a second. Next circuit, we're gonna go back to the back and we're gonna be on the mat for the entirety of the circuit. Remember that move we practiced in the warm-up? Your bird dog plus reverse fly? We're gonna go for that exact exercise with a weight. So come on down to your mat. We're gonna begin with the weight in the left hand. Right leg is gonna extend in 5. In 4, here we go. Last 3, 2, here we go. Right leg long, left arm reaches out to the side and lowers. Think of drawing the inside of your left shoulder blade towards the center of your body, towards your spine. Nice. And if you ever feel too unstable in this position, you can always drop your right knee down. Right, we don't need to do anything wild. We don't need any huge changes here to make this exercise a little bit more accessible if you're feeling really unstable. Similarly, if it's bothering your left knee, you can grab a cushion. 3, 2, and 1. We stay down on the mat, 15 seconds rest, and then we do the other side. Simple. I love supersets. We just do it again, and then you're done. 3, in 2, left leg long, right arm goes. Now I think it's really easy in reverse flies to swing the weights around. You want to have control on the way up and on the way down. If you are performing these exercises and you're using a lot of momentum, right? This is what momentum looks like. And you're just kind of swinging the weight around, that's a sign that your weight is too heavy. So last 10 to 15 seconds should be really tough. You're there. And if you're swinging, and that means your weight's too light. If you're swinging it around, that means your weight's too heavy. 3, 2, and 1. All right, go ahead and grab both of those weights. We're gonna go for a bear plank row. So I have hexagonal weights, which means I'm gonna find that bear plank with my hands on the weights. You can also have your hands on the floor with your weights nearby, if that's better for you. In a bear plank, you find your all fours knee hover, knees just floating off the mat. You'll take one elbow outside one hip, next elbow outside next hip. Whew, all right. We're gonna take off in just 5. Pull up your leggings, do what you need to do. 4, 3, 2, 30 seconds. Oh man, this is tough. Oh yeah. You're trying as best you can not to rotate your hips side to side. You can always do a couple of reps on your knees if being in this hover is feeling a little unstable. Talk about working that back. Talk about working those abdominals. 5, I feel it all. 4, 3, 2, and release. Oh my goodness. All right, we're coming up to stand. We're gonna hit those biceps once more with a heavy, alternating rotational curl. Or not rotational curl, cross-body curl. So pick those weights that are gonna work for you for the duration of 45. Heavy, alternating cross-body curl. What that looks like is you're gonna do one arm at a time. You're gonna bend your elbow, palm faces in, in, in. You draw a nice semicircle with your hand. Semicircle, semicircle, draw it down, and then take that weight down to your side, all right? We're gonna get started in just 5, 4, puff up your chest, 3, 2, here we go. So we curl and we lengthen. Curl and lengthen. All right. Now, because we're focusing just on those biceps here, it can be really easy to sort of let the intention go in the rest of your body. We still want this intention in the abdominals, pulling those abdominals up and in towards the middle of your body. You want to soften the knees. And then if you can think of lengthening your tailbone towards the backs of your thighs here, right? So that our lower back is nice and long. Our spine is super tall. We want to train the body in the way that we want to be in our daily life. 4, 3, 2, and release. All right, you can drop those weights for 15 seconds. We're gonna go for our second set, same exercise in just 10 seconds. If that felt too easy, level up. If that felt too hard, go ahead and drop down to a lighter weight set. We go in 3, 2, I'm staying right where I am. That feels good to me. All right. We're just cruising. We're gonna be finished with circuit 4 after this. Then we got circuit 5, and then the burnout. You're way past that halfway point, y'all. Way past the hump. 20 seconds left. Very strong here, keep it up. Last 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, I'm gonna go for my lighter set here because we're gonna extend the arms forward and my biceps will need something a little bit lighter, all right? So what we have is, again, a serve the platter with then a little X with the arms. What that looks like is you're gonna serve the arms forward, pull them in, wow. Draw an X, one arm goes on top, serve, draw an X, opposite arm goes on top. We go in 5. It's just 30 seconds. Don't worry, I'm right there with you. 3, 2, 30 seconds. If you're doing this and you're like, ooh, I feel like my weights are a little bit too heavy, I am right there with you. But this is what I got. This is the ugly face exercise. 10 seconds. You can always single it out if that's better for you. Hard to keep my eyes open with this one. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wow. Okay. Up next, we are going to put together back and biceps. So circuits 1 through 4, we singled it out. Circuit 5, we're putting things together. Back and biceps. I'm again gonna go for my favorites, my medium weights. And we're actually gonna go, you know what? I'm gonna go for my heaviest set because we're gonna do each of these exercises just one time per arm. What you have is a neutral row, single arm, pull back, and then you're gonna stand up and you're gonna give me one hammer curl with the palm facing in, all right? So we'll start with the left arm working. We'll go 45 seconds, and then the right arm. We'll take off in just 5. In 4, roll those shoulders back. 3, 2, here we go. 1 row, stand, 1 curl. Now, what I like about singling it out is maybe you can go a little bit heavier because you don't have quite as much load overall. Additionally, whenever we're doing this single arm situation, it means that our core, our abdominals, and our back have to fire a little bit differently because only one side of the body is holding that load. So it's like a bonus way to work your core. 5 seconds. I'm definitely at my limit with this heavy weight. 3, 2, and 1. 15 seconds, and then we'll take it to that second set. This time your right arm is gonna do the work. 8 seconds. You ready? Let's kill it in 5, 4, 3, 2, here we go. 1 neutral row, 1 stand and curl. In your left hand, I mean, you can do what you want with it. Maybe it feels nice to actually hold your abdominals, make sure that they're staying drawn up and in. You can take your hand to your hip. You can even mirror the motion with your left arm. Pull, stand, curl. Good, you got 20 seconds left. I want you to work really hard on trying to keep that elbow stable as you go for the bicep curl. Good. 10 seconds. There we go. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Now I'm going to drop down to my lighter weights here. What we're gonna finish off circuit 5 with is a plank and row to a standing bicep curl. So it's sort of like a burpee. You're gonna have, let me turn and face the other, well, no, I'll face this direction. You're gonna have the weights underneath your shoulders. Extend your legs back. 1 row per side. Right arm, left arm. Step or hop your feet outside the weights. Stand and then give me a hammer curl. Palms face in. All right, 30 seconds. We're gonna take off in 5. Come on down to that plank to begin in 4, 3, 2, 30 seconds. Row, row, hop or step, stand, 1 hammer curl. Nice. Try to move a little bit faster here. This is power, right? So we're incorporating that pace to improve our power output and get a little cardio, a little bonus cardio here. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's do 1 more row each side to finish. And you're done. All right, circuits 5, done. We're gonna finish off with our burnout. I'm gonna stay with the same weights that I was just using, that lighter set. I encourage you to do the same. For our burnout, catch your breath. We have a ladder. We're gonna do a reverse fly to a standing hammer curl. As we go through this ladder, we're gonna increase the number of flies and increase the number of curls. So first, 1 fly, both arms, stand, 1 curl. Then 2 flies, stand, 2 curls, etc., etc. Climbing up for 60 seconds. We'll take 30 seconds of recovery, and then we'll climb down the ladder for 60 seconds. All right? We're gonna go in just 10 seconds. Take a quick sip if you need. I'll give you some tips on how to make this a little bit more accessible along the way. We go in 3, 2, and 1. 1 whole minute. 1 reverse fly, 1 hammer curl. All right, now 2 reverse fly, 2 hammer curl. First way to make this a little bit more accessible is to go at your own pace, of course, right? You don't need to match my speed, whether that means you're going faster or you're going slower, up to you. Additionally, you can always alternate the arm. So you can do 4 reverse flies, but just 2 per side, if that makes sense. Oh gosh, 25 seconds left. That's not even true. 1, 2, 3, now 25 seconds left. 3, 4, I was doing incorrect math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my gosh, you've got 3, 2, 1, and release. So I got 30 seconds recovery, do what you need, right? You can shake it out, drop your weights for sure, grab some water. In just about 20 seconds, we're gonna go back to that ladder, and now we're going to descend down the ladder. So I ended at 5 flies, 1 curl. So I'm gonna work backwards, 5 flies, 5 curls, and then go down, ideally all the way to 1 and 1 if I can. All right, we're gonna get started in 5, 60 seconds, in 4, 3, 2, grab your weight, 60 seconds on the clock, starting at that high number. For me, that's 5 and 5. 3, 2, 1. I'm pretty sure I just did 6, but that's fine. 5, 4, 3. Whew. And we're trying to work for that whole 60 seconds. So if you get back down to 1 and 1, guess what? You're gonna start to ascend the ladder again. 4, 3, 2, 1. Descending is easier, descending is easier. Just keep telling yourself that and it's gonna become true. 3, 25 seconds, 2, 1. Oh, 3 and 3 for me. 2, 3. Oh my gosh, 15 seconds. 2, 3, 2 and 2. Here we go. 1, 2. Oh, 1, 2. We're at that 20-second or that 60-second mark, but I'm gonna finish it out. 1, stand, 1. Oh, drop your weights. Wow, what a way to finish off your day 7. Give yourself a really big shake. And then if it's not too much effort for your upper body, give yourself a huge round of applause. My goodness, I feel my shoulders and my biceps and my back like crazy. All right, let's go ahead and stretch it out a little bit. Take your left hand to your left shoulder, cross your right arm over. 25 minutes. Again, not a ton of time, but boy, oh boy, do we make the most of it. You can get a great workout in just 25 minutes. You can get a great workout at home. You don't need fancy equipment. You just need a couple of weights, a couple of heavy things, switch sides, and then you're golden. All right, now go ahead and interlace your hands in front of your chest. You're going to flip your palms towards you, spread your shoulder blades apart round your spine. Think of a cat in a cat-cow position. And then arch your back, lift those palms up to the ceiling. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. One more, exhale, round. Inhale, arch. And then come back to stand. Give yourself another huge round of applause. Thank you so much for joining me for day 7 of your Move Strong 25 program. If you are following along with that program with me, tomorrow we have day 8, where we are going to be working those legs and working those abdominals. Again, thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to meeting you on the mat for tomorrow for day 8. Let's work that lower body.